Hi everyone, thanks for practicing today. So today's practice we are going to focus on Ahimsa, which in yoga there's 8 limbs of yoga. One of them is the poses, the asanas that we do. And the first one is the Yamas. And these are just kind of like helpful guides to how to interact, how to get along day to day, things we can take off the mat and use in yoga in life. So, all right, if you want to meet me on your mat, if you want to grab a blanket, it might be helpful to sit on. So, wait a sec here if you want to grab one. But we're just going to come to cross-legged, easy seated Sukhasana pose and let things kind of settle down for a moment. You can let a deep breath, take a deep breath and just let it out. If you want to bring your hands to the side of the mat just to kind of support you. So we're going to do what's called the Lotus Mudra, the Padma Mudra, which is basically just take your sides of your hands and then just zip up to your pinkies, and then same thing on the thumb side. So you're actually making like this flower lotus shape with your hands, okay? You can just settle in here. And when we do this mudra, it's a good reminder of how the lotus flower actually, it blooms. It still has beauty. It blooms through the mud and the muck because that's where it grows. So maybe we can remind ourselves that no matter, there's a lot of mud and muck out there. And maybe sometimes all we can do is bloom ourselves and offer some goodness and some kindness and some compassion and love in the world. Sometimes that's all we can do. Sometimes we can't control all the other things. So I want to be here for a moment. And while we're in holding this mudra, if we want to think of someone that we love, right? We just love them. It could be anybody. And just offer them up, may you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you know love. If you want to tell them that. And then if we want to think of somebody, I know this one's not as nice, but maybe someone that we have some issues with. Someone's a little, the opposite of the person that you just picked. And same thing, let's offer them, may you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. And may you know love. And the third one is going to be ourselves. And tell yourself, may you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you know love. And we can come to Anjali Mudra, the space between our eyes and then to our heart. All right, let's interlace our fingers and press it out here at shoulder height. Inhale up. And then just twisting at your heart center, we're just going to twist towards the right. And then just let your hands fall. There, it's not forced, okay? Just wherever they land. And you can take your chin parallel to the mat and just look over your shoulder. And then bring it back. Let's go ahead and interlace again. Press it out, lift it up. Shoulders drop down. Take it to the left. And then let your hands fall here. Inhale up. Interlace it one more time. Really reach, shoulders down, bring it out in front of you. And then from here, just bring your hands out so the palms are facing each other, and then just cross over and give yourself a hug. You can kind of massage through your shoulder blades if you want. The beautiful thing about Ahimsa is not only showing compassion, love, nonviolence to others, it's showing it to ourselves too. So we can practice that on the mat through how we do poses, maybe not pushing ourselves, and then we can hopefully take that out on the mat, and having good thoughts about ourselves, not criticizing ourselves. Okay, all right, wiggle it out here. Let us come to tabletop, and we'll go ahead and bring this back here a little bit. You can move your blanket so your knees are under your hips, your wrists are under your shoulders. Take your left hand, put it in the middle of the mat, and then reach up with your right. Really reach, and then take it through that space. Land on the right side of your head. And then come back up. Let's do the other side. Right hand to center, left arm reaches up. Go through that space you need. And then let's come back up. All right, go ahead and tuck your toes, bring your bum back, and we're just gonna press up to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. Stretch it out here. Really reach here. You can walk your dog, that might feel nice. And then let's come back to tabletop. Bring your right foot in between your hands, and we'll come to low lunge here. And then lift with your heart center up. So you're kind of reaching up here. And if you want, you can bring your arms back behind you a little bit just to deepen into your low lunge. And if you want, you can bring them together behind you here. Interlace. And if they don't come together, you can reach for your forearms. Okay? Let's be here for a moment. And then land it down. Let's walk your foot to the edge. And come deep into your dragon here. You can come down. And if you want to tuck your left toes, lift up your left leg. And then reach forward with your right arm. Inhale up. Sink a little bit more into your hip. Lift up your back leg. And then bring it down. Lower your left knee. Right leg meets left. Let's do the other side. So low lunge, other side. Left foot goes in between hands. And here, get really stable and strong. Hands go behind you. Find each other. You can. Lift up through the heart center. Walk your arms down a little bit. Land your hands and then take your foot to the edge of the mat. Hands go inside. Sink into your hip. Left hand goes forward. Reach up. Sweep your hand down. Let your left foot go back. Left knee meets right. Tuck your toes. Let's go back to Adho Mukha. Walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Let your head dangle here. Bend your knees, inhale, exhale, all the way up. Hands to heart center. Step your right foot back to warrior 1 feet. So your back toes are pointing to the upper corner of your mat. Inhale your arms up, shoulders down. If you want here, you can sweep your arms behind you. Try to find your hands here. And we really don't want to crank into the wrist. So even if it's just your forearm, that's okay. All right. If we crank in the wrist, we're going to cause some injury there. So let's try to walk our arms down first and then find our palms. Okay. Sink in here. Let's find the mat. Rotate your back foot forward. Step your right foot up a step and then straighten your left leg. So you'll come to pyramid. And imagine here, come onto your fingertips. Imagine your back is straight now, okay? So you can bring it up if you want. So you're kind of on a straight back. Feel that on your tippy toes. If you have blocks too, you can come up even higher. You'd be like this. All right, land it down. Back to downward facing dog. And let's roll to plank. And let's lower ourselves all the way down to the mat. You can roll out your hips here. Let's come to the shoelace part of our feet. Extend your right arm out at your shoulder height and then pick it up and lower it down just one hand print down, okay? This is a pretty intense shoulder stretch, so if you have any shoulder issues, I would probably just stay here because we're gonna roll onto it, okay? So go ahead and let's press ourselves over. So your left leg is gonna go behind your right. Can be either stacked or behind. And then you're just supporting yourself with your left hand. If you want, you can always bend your left leg and kind of support yourself too, whatever feels the best, okay? Let your head rest. And then let's roll over onto our belly. Left hand's gonna extend out. Pick it up and lower it one handprint down. Roll yourself over. Let your head rest. So your right foot can be either bent behind you, extended out, extended behind the left foot, or it can be inside. So you can kind of play with that, whatever feels the most comfortable to you, okay? Kind of like mine behind me and bent. The focus here is the shoulder, okay? All right, let's roll back to our belly. Hands on each side of heart center, elbows straight back, press to baby cobra. And then lower down. Tuck your toes, child's pose. And then let's roll to tabletop, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Bend your knees, rise up. Left foot's back, warrior one, other side. Inhale your arms up. Drop your shoulders down, and then if you can bring your hands behind you, find each other. All right. Press through the back leg, sink into the front. Your knees over your ankle and your front leg. And then step your left foot up. Inhale up. Hands to heart center. Forward fold. Plank. Either knees down or lower all the way down. Same thing here. Right arm extends out. Pick it up. Roll yourself over. Onto your belly. Left arm extends out. Pick it up. Roll yourself over. Back onto your belly. Baby cobra. Child's pose. Tabletop Adho Mukha. Forward fold. Let's find our elbows here and really let your head dangle. You can shake it. No, shake it, yes. Bend your knees, inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Let's step it wide. So your toes are going to point straight forward here, okay? let's reach our arms behind us again. And again, let's find, if we can, find your palms, but make sure you've kind of walked your arms down first, okay? So kind of walking them down before we find our palms. We don't want any of the stretch to go into our wrist, okay? So with a mini micro bend in your knees, go ahead and fold forward. You can bring your arms up. And again, if you feel that in your wrist, you can always reach for your forearms. We're still getting the benefit in the shoulder blades, the upper body there. Land your hands down, and we're just going to bend one knee and then bend the other, just side to side, little walk. All right, let's bend your knees a lot, hands to hips, and then come up. All right, and let's come to warrior 2 feet. So your back foot's parallel to the short end, or it's slightly turned up, and your front knee is bent. Extend out. And then let's reach forward, reverse our warrior. And then let's do side angle. Just really stretching everything out here beautifully. Reminding ourselves our love, compassion, not only to others, but also to ourselves. Pull that in. Let's rotate your feet. So now you're warrior 2, other side. Okay. Let's reach. Reach forward, reverse your warrior. Let's rotate side angle. And then back to warrior 2. Pull it all into the middle, and let's rotate our feet. We're just going to rotate windmill everything towards the front and come to warrior 1 feet. So your left foot is forward, okay? Your left foot's the bent one, your right leg's back, okay? Now keeping your hips in this space, we don't want to crank our hips towards the front, okay? We're going to, from here, hands to hips, just fold forward into that space. Now, if you want to add your arms, you can find them again and reach down. Come to humble warrior. Like here, let your head dangle. We did in forward fold. Release the ego. Sometimes the ego is what gets in the way of us just loving ourselves. So let's release it here. And then let's bring your hands right in the middle here. And we can kind of press our bum back a little, stretch. Rotate your back foot forward. Walk your right foot up and then straighten your front leg. We'll pyramid again. Right foot means left. Find your elbows. Bend your knees, inhale up. And let's hug it in. Give ourselves a hug. So we're holding on tight. And here, if you want to take your arms to your shoulder blades, massage again. Another hug. And this time, let's step your left foot back to warrior 1 feet. Again, keeping in between that space. We've made the space for ourselves, okay? So we don't need to crank and fold over our front leg. We're going to fold over that space. Hands go behind. And again, if you just want to find your forearms or your palms together, you can. And then just fold over into that space you made. Arms can go up. Let your head dangle. Stay low, just bring your hands out and you can kind of push your bum back a little. And then walk your hands in front of you. Rotate your left toes so they're pointing straight. Walk your left toe up a little and then straighten your front leg. Pyramid. Hands go to mat, back to downward facing dog or Adho Mukha. Let's go and come to your knees and then bring your toes together, your knees wide, and press back. And let things just kind of melt. Let's come back up. Knees are straight. And we're going to come to our backs. So meet me all the way on your backs. And you can come all the way down. All right, so go ahead and bring your feet to a 90 here. And then bring your arms up. And then as we lower, so as you lower your left toes down, lower your right arm down. So their opposites are going, okay? Some nice core work without doing a crunch. Showing some love here to ourselves. Crunches always, I don't know, they can be a little strenuous on the neck. So sometimes it's nice to do some core work without straining our neck. And really remember here, press your low back into the mat as you do this. Let's do a couple more here. All right, let's bend your knees and give yourself a hug. Here, let's extend your legs straight up. Press through your heels. You can extend your arms up too if you like that. And then let's bend our knees. Really hug them in close and then let your knees come to the right. Extend your left arm to the left and then look to the left. Engage your abdomen. Lift up your knees back to center. And then we're going to take them and drop them, well, gently drop them to the left. Right arm extends out, look to the right. Pull your low belly in, lift your knees up. Let's give yourself another hug. And here, let's bring your feet parallel to the ceiling and reach for the pinky toe side, or you can reach for the big toe with your peace fingers, and we'll just do happy baby here. Another hug, and let's set up for Savasana. If you still have your blanket or towel, sometimes it's nice to put it under your knees if you like that, or cover up with it too if you feel a little chilly. Okay, while we're in Shavasana, if we want to remind ourselves of, tell ourselves, may you be okay, may you be healthy, may you be free from suffering, may you know love. Wish that, hope that for ourselves as an act of compassion, kindness, and love. you're ready, point your toes, extend your fingertips. Deep breath in, exhale it out. Bring some movement and awareness. Bend your knees. Give yourself a hug. Roll side to side here a little bit. And let's slowly bring our knees to the left. Press ourselves up. If you want to sit on your towel or blanket, you can come up. And let's go ahead and do the Padma or Lotus Mudra again and just hold that, whatever we want. Hold that close to our heart. Whatever our intention, or maybe somebody we want to show that love to, or even to ourselves. May you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you continue to be awesome. May you progress, and may you know love. Namaste. All right, everyone. It was great practicing with you. I hope to see you again. All right, take care. Bye.